Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Coffee Tea Paper. My name is Louise and today, we've got the latest Ferritales ink from Ferris Wheel Press. And along with this ink, they have also brought out a matching fountain pen in the carousel line. This packaging is really wow. I don't know how to describe it. It's got all the kind of glamorous evilness about it happening. Now, if you're a regular here, you will have seen in my previous Ferris Wheel Press video from the ink that they released in the Ferritales range, which was Song of Scarlet. And we had a look at the box because they always do a fun thing where they leave a secret clue to the next ink on the previous box. We looked at that. The only thing that I could spot was what appeared to be an apple floating in the sky, and I'll try to find that footage back and leave it maybe like here. So have a look at that. We'll see if that works. We speculated that perhaps Ferritales, being fairy tale influenced, that one of the most classic fairy tales that features an apple is of course Snow White. Well, guess what? We were right. So let's just read the little blurb on the box. Dare to take a bite? Poison hidden beneath a sweet exterior strikes to the core. Don't be fooled by a flawless exterior. Perfection is but a facade, and the pursuit of it will lead to rotten ends. After all, beauty without heart comes as a price, and envy never pays. Ooh, wow, that's really, it's really cutting stuff, isn't it? Woof. So as always, they recommend using this ink with a medium to broad nib because of course the inks are always quite pigmented and majority of them have shimmers in them. So let's just read what they say. So this ink, the base is purple, sheen yellow, shimmer green/pink, shading not applicable. Okay, and it really is giving me that kind of, I can't remember. There was this perfume that I remember seeing as a small child, and I think it was called, I can't remember if it was called Poison or Envy or something like that, but that kind of poison green and purple combination, and very interesting. We'll test that in a minute. In the meantime, because look, here is of course a mirror on a wall. Who is the most famous for saying mirror, mirror on the wall? Look at this amazing artwork of this apple, and kind of it's almost like a slightly Art Nouveau stained glass kind of vibe there. Wow, and the foiling on this packaging is just next level. So let's just have a little look at this. Okay, that's a really, oh no, my sleeves kind of clash with the with the color vibe here. That's a really dark purple. As always, we've got the steel nib with the carousel horse on it. And inside, all of Ferris Wheel Press carousel pens come with a converter with a mixing bowl inside to keep those shimmers being distributed in the ink. Another one in there, line up. So if purple's your thing, this one might call to you. So let's do some ink swatching and have a look at the ink next to this pen, and yeah, see what we think. So this was the previous Ferritales ink, which of course is the Song of Scarlet, based around the tale of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. And if you haven't watched that video, go and check it out, because I actually include a little bit, only a tiny bit, of footage from the town of Hamelin that I visited in 2019, very late 2019, before the world went mad. But now we seem to be mad in different areas. There's always something going on, isn't there? Why can't people just be nice? Okay, oh, my stamp. I have to do my stamp. Okay, have to give it another shake now. I've got my cloth for wiping off on one side here. Wow, I can see the pigment coming up the sides of the bottle, and whew, it's oh, look at that. Now, I don't think we'll be able to argue that it is most definitely a purple ink. Wow, that is really, that's something else. Oh no, and look. I advise extreme caution using this ink. Oh, okay. Let's do our writing sample. It's going on really dark, really dark. This ink's going to be very, very interesting to see what it looks like as it dries, I feel. That, to me, has gone down wet, almost black. Obviously we can see that it's not, but yeah. Okay, and let's write down the characteristics. For some reason my P's aren't looking very good today. They're looking more like R's. Ripple, rink. Okay, I must do some P practice. So this is just drying very slowly, but I did slap on a goodly amount. What do you think of how the writing is drying? We'll do a good close-up at the end, of course, as per usual, and try and see what sort of effects that we get. I'm just going to give it another shaky, try and get that green and pink shimmer distributed throughout the ink for our last bit of writing, where I want to put down some of that very yeah, what should we write down? Dare to take a bite? Poison hidden beneath a sweet exterior strikes to the core. Don't be fooled by a flawless exterior. Perfection is but a facade, and the pursuit of it will lead to rotten ends. After all, beauty without heart comes at a price, and envy never pays. Let's write that last bit. Beauty without heart comes at a price and envy never pays. Yeah, okay. I'm coming to a P. Oh, do you know what I've done? I meant to write pays, and now I've done beauty without heart comes at a price and envy never price. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wow, it's super early and I haven't had coffee, can you tell? I am going to do pays over here, dot, 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 and then make that disappear somehow later. lid back on, because wow, this would be look, any ink spillage I think would be a disaster, but this one I think has potential to be next level disastrous. Right, I'm actually not going to fill this up at the moment. I'm a little bit afraid of this ink in this pen, but yeah, we will come back to that, I think, at another time. But let's have a look at how it's going. So it's still drying. You can still see there it's quite wet. Yeah, that's definitely purple. That actually goes better with my sleeves. The writing is quite interesting. This is, of course, is with my calligraphy dip pen. In the writing, I'm really not getting much purple, but you can, it's kind of just got dark, like dark. You know it's not black, you know it's not blue, it's just a very dark ink with that yellow sheening really coming out around the edges. I hope you can see that. I'll try and get a really good close-up. It's quite an interesting effect. It does look, it looks sinister. So if you want to if you want to write some sinister letters, I don't encourage that, but if you were going to write some sinister letters, this would be excellent. If you're having a Harry Potter themed party, wedding, this would be great for Halloween. Yeah, if you're super into Halloween, oh, this would go very nicely. This kind of, I think, would look great, like if you were doing up those mock apothecary, like poison bottles, and hand writing the contents on there. Maybe it's just the word poison is being very suggestive to me, but this ink speaks poison to me. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a really nice close up here. I'm really trying to get the imagery here of the very purple base of the ink, but with that incredible yellow sheen. Definitely, it's funny, the shimmer does not look so much green and pink to me. In real life, it actually has more kind of blue. I'll try and see if I can get that for you. There's, oh, well, no, there's a little bit of green, like in here. That looks more green, but just, I think the combination of the different colored shimmer and the ink. But look at that. What do you think? It does look sinister, doesn't it? Maybe it's that kind of really chartreuse sheen around the outside. It's, yeah, super interesting ink. Yeah, I'll try and get a bit of the writing like really close up as well, that you can get, hopefully you'll be able to see that yellow sheening kind of appearing on the edges of the writing. If you have a look at that colon there between base and purple, It's really showing up strongly there. And my dodgy P, so on the Wurple. It's very clear on Wurple, and I think too on the word envy. Okay, so let me know what you think. And is this going to be on your wish list for Halloween? Let me know below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Ooh.